السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهديه الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sincerely from our heart. We ask for His forgiveness. We ask Allah for His help. Our goal in this Ramadan is to get Jannatul Firdaus. We ask Allah to give us Jannatul Firdaus. Inshallah ta'ala, today it is the first day of the dars or class. We inshallah willing to run this class from here and to you. Most of the class inshallah are going to be questions and answers inshallah ta'ala. So from there, we want everyone to pay attention, inshallah. Today, I'm going to have one question for you. Then together, we're going to discuss that. Why that question? Because in Islam, anything that we do, we have to know why we are doing it. What is the purpose of this life? What is the purpose of this fasting? You have to know that. So, my question to you is, why do we fast? why do we fast? This is the question. My question is, why do we fast? This is the question. So together, to go quickly to give an answer. So I want you to work literally together now to give us the answers. Then together we'll go and rectify why fasting was prescribed upon us. Why do we have to fast as a Muslim? This is the question. But before I hand the speak to you, as we say in Arabic, the word that we just recite, the verses that we just recite, called Khutbatul Haja. Khutbatul Haja, it is a beginning word that the Prophet ﷺ used to begin everything with them. His speech, in the marriage ceremony, baby showers, anything. Before he started, these are the words that he used to open with. We call it Khutbatul Haja, which start with Inna Hamda Lillahi to the end, followed by 3 verses from the Baqarah, from the Nisa, and from the Hadith. So, as for the Muslim, we were asked to try to imitate our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So for you, before you start your speech, or before you start your gathering, try to do the sunnah is to recite this Khutbah al-Haja. It simply means, verily all praise due to Allah. Alhamdu with alif wallami lil istighraq. We bear witness that all praise that you know, that you don't know, you see, you don't see, you think of it or not, anytime or anywhere that we should praise something, all this is belong to Allah, because He is the one who started everything. We praise Allah, and at the same time we ask Allah for help, for assistance. Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu. We praise you and we ask you to help us. We ask you to be there when we need assistance. As we say, Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. And in this Khutbatul Haja, now you're going to start speaking, or someone going to start speaking. When you start speaking, either you say a good or bad. Once you start saying it, the Malaika, they recorded everything that you're saying. As Allah said in the Quran, in the day of the Qiyamah, Inna kunna nastansikh. What does that mean? Saying to the slave in the day of the judgment, we were recording everything that he was doing, either word or the action. So now you're going to start speaking. Speak or speech is something which is dangerous. Where Prophet ﷺ, most of the human beings going to go to the hellfire, not because what they did, but because what they say. That's why he said to the Sahaba, Amsik alayka hadha, aw kama qala. Hold on to this, your tongue. Don't let it go everywhere. Don't say anything that you want. Allah, we're going to start speaking, or we're going to start giving class. We praise you, we ask you to help us to say what is good that you love. Allah help us control our tongue to make sure that we give a good explanation for the members to understand. Allah help us for them to better understand and to work based upon it. So He takes everything. Allah help us. Then at the same time, we are created naturally. We cannot live without the mistakes. Then you're going to ask Allah, we ask you to forgive us. Nahmaduka wa nasta'inuka, then wa nastaghfiruka from the beginning. We ask you, Allah, to forgive us in this gathering. The one who is giving class, if I'm going to say something wrong, Allah here, I'm showing you that you are the master. I'm going to ask you from the beginning to forgive me. Because it was not my intention to say this. But we are human beings, we did wrong. But if I did something wrong in this speech or someone in the congregation, Allah will asking you to forgive us. So So this is the beginning of Khutbatul Hajjah. Nahmadu wa nasta'inu wa nastaghfiru. To the end. Then you're going to tell Allah Himself who Allah is. Then you're going to say, we bear witness that Allah, the one that I just praised, or the one that I just asked for help, and the one I just asked for forgiveness, you are the only one standing by yourself. There's no partner for you. And not only that, here I am as a slave, bearing witness again that the Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he is your slave at the same time, a choosing one to be a prophet to us. Then you follow reading the 3 ayahs from the Quran, from Surah Al-Baqarah, Nisa, until to the end. Because of the time, inshallah, tomorrow we'll take the second ayah and translate them. Now, as we say, most of this class is going to go Q&A, question and answers. Now for you to do a little work. The question was, why do we have to fast? This is today's class. Why do we have to fast? Now I'm going to listen to you. Why do we have to fast? This is the question. Tafaddal. Now, can it?
To get taqwa?
To get taqwa. Tell us we fast to get taqwa. Can you define taqwa a little bit? What is taqwa? Yeah. Try. What do you know? Your understanding is very respected. Yeah. Can anyone define the taqwa? Can you say we fast because to get the taqwa? So we want to know what is the taqwa first before we say yes, is it right or not. What is the taqwa? Huh? The fear of Allah. Now, that's a translation. But what is in English when we come? To fear Allah, what does that mean? Yes.
Fear of Allah means like do what Allah said to do and stay away from what He told you to stay.
To do what Allah asks you to do,
Yes.
and to stay away what I ask you to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of, but still not. What is the taqwa? Again, the question still, why do we fast? Can you say to get the taqwa? If all of you accept that, we can continue. If not, the question is still running. Yes.
I don't understand Taqwa, but I can give my explanation.
Go ahead, yes.
Okay. You fast. Fast is like a zakat you give to God. Because if you're supposed to give, everybody's supposed to make a zakat. To sacrifice a zakat for God every year. But the zakat is supposed to give for your own body. Is the
to purify
is
you.
to purify.
Okay.
This is the reason you're supposed to fast. Because if I have 90 kilograms, and if I fast, maybe I can lose 5 kilograms of weight. Because 5 kilograms will be my sacrifice for God.
Good.
That I understand.
Inshallah. As we say, your explanation or you understand is very respected. Don't feel shame that what I know to explain. Explain, let's go. Yeah. Before we go for what you just said, just one thing according to the fiqh, right? I'm not saying what you say is wrong or right. We're going to come to that. But what I'm saying here, when we fast for something, if I'm overweight, okay, I would say, let me just fast. Maybe I'll lose weight. If you fast because of that, no reward for you. We have to understand that. Because I've seen people, they say, oh, I'm getting weight. Let me just fast. Maybe I'll lose a weight. No, that should not be your intention. If your intention to fast because of Allah, of course, if you lose weight, that's another benefit. But if the first intent to lose a weight, you're going to lose the other weight. Aminan, jazakumullah khair. Yes.
I would say taqwa Allah is that whatever you do, you feel like Allah is hearing you. You have to keep it in your mind that, you don't just don't do it your way, the way you want it, but you do it the way that you know Allah is seeing what you're doing.
Now.
So you have to, you know, try to be honest and do it the right way. Even you don't see Allah, Allah is seeing you. I think that's my best translated to Taqwa.
Anyone else? What is the taqwa and why do we fast? These two questions. 1 second. Sissoko, 1 second.
The Taqwa, I think, like, I believe in a God. Nobody can give to me nothing, only God. That's what makes Taqwa.
Kamara?
I'm talking about the fasting.
Fasting, yeah.
Fasting because fast is obligatory for us.
Okay.
Fast. God tells us to fast, so we don't have to ask question why God say to fast. We have to fast because He tells us to fast, and it's a benefit for us. It's not for God. Because anything you do that one for yourself.
Yes.
You don't do for the God. If we all say today we're not going to fast because God said that, that's not going to do nothing to God.
That's true.
If we say, everybody say, okay, we're going to fast to help God, that's not for God, that's for us. So fasting is not for God, it's not for nobody, that's for you, for yourself. That's what I understand on my.
That's true. What Kamara just said, when Allah says do something, there's no question. Don't ask why Allah will want to do something. You just go and do it because Allah said. But there's a thing, Allah has given reason for those things, why you do this one. You know? So in fasting, we have dalil in the Quran. Why do we fast? This is not from ourselves, but Allah gave that. Right? We understand from it, there might be many reasons behind that. Allah did not explain that to us. But in the Quran, Allah has given something to tell us, this is why you fast. This is why you fast. Yes. So, if Muhammad said taqwa, we want to know what is the taqwa. And the question C, why do we fast? Oh, we just fasting, we don't know why. Okay, come on.
Your fasting good, it has been made an obligation on us as Muslims to fast.
Okay.
It's actually one of the pillars of Islam. So this is first of all one of the reasons why we're fasting.
Good.
So it's part of the 5 pillars
Of Islam, okay. That's good. One of the pillars. Okay. Let's go a little bit. Let's take a tawheed, right? If we say La ilaha illallah, it will be a barrier, a shield between you and the head, right? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him as a message, right? If you remember how many years that he stayed in Makkah just calling people to La ilaha illallah. Any 5 years, 6 years?
20.
Yeah, we got a team. It's a class. We're not gonna say anything. 13? Everybody said 13? Before, okay. So, for good 13 years, Prophet is calling people to war, La ilaha illallah. What was the reason behind that? He was just asking them, Qulu La ilaha illallah tuflihu. Just say La ilaha illallah and you will be successful. Right? So they say it, he was calling them to the Tawheed. Once they accept Tawheed, the benefit they're going to get what? They're going to get the Jannah. And the Salat, why do we fast? And why do we pray? Allah says in the Quran, Inna salata tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. You pray because you are mu'min ready. You see, in the beginning of the salat, as Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha said, if Allah were to say, okay, from the beginning of the Islam, this is good, this is haram, this is haram, this is haram, do this, do this, do this, she said people going to be running away from Islam. But what he did, from the first surah, Surah Al-Iqra, the very first surah that revealed to Prophet, among them Surah Al-Alaq, Iqra, Surah Al-Muddathir, Ya Ayyuhal Muddathir, Surah Al-Muzammil, Ya Ayyuhal Muzammil. All this is talking, no salat, no zakat, nothing, just to make sure that in place the tawheed in their heart first. So once they believe, now Allah starts giving them salat, zakat. So first one, the salat. Allah said, verily I give you salat because salat will help you to purify you. And salat will help you to stay away from the thing that Allah did not allow you to do. And fahshay wal munkar. Right? So this is the reason. Because human being is human being. Now you have tawheed, you believe in Allah sincerely, but you are something falling into the sins. So I'm going to give you this gift, which is the salah. It will clean you and it will be a barrier between you and the thing that's Allah who's the one. As zakat, as a brother just said. Then Allah also gives zakat. Why? Allah gives zakat. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained that why he gives zakat. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in the hadith why Allah has given him zakat. He said, I give them zakat, you prophet, take it away from them, richest one, those who can, and give it to the poor one. Why? It to tahirahum bi. Biha. You're taking zakat from them because by taking zakat from them, you're going to purify them. Right? So let's stop here without going to the Hajj. Now the salah, for fasting. Allah has given us fasting. When you take Surah Al-Baqarah, right? The ayah that makes fasting obligation upon us. Anyone remember the ayah? The ayah of fasting. Kutiba alaykum siyam. Very good. Can you akaramo? Allah says in the Quran. Okay, in here I'm going to mention something. Make sure that you take this one, you work with it, because even most of us don't know. Here in the Quran, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyamu kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. That's not the ayah makes fasting obligation upon you. No. Right? Most of us take this ayah, but this is not the ayah where it makes obligation upon you. When you go a little bit where Allah says, "Faman shahida minkum shahra," in the same ayah, falyasum. So this word falyasum now fasting become obligation upon us. Whoever witnessed the month of Ramadan, now you have to sum. So the fa'ina al-amru bil-ujubi inda al-usuliyin. The fact that you see here, it shows obligation. Once you see it, now you start fasting. So Allah said, all you believe, I, Allah, prescribe wajib fard upon your obligation to fast. I am putting fasting upon your obligation to fast. Like the way as prescribed fasting, the ummah on the nation, people before you, they used to fast. But the question is, they used to fast exactly the way we fast or not? We are not there. We are not there. But they used to fast. Kutiba alaykumus siyam kama kutiba alal min qablikum. Now, la'allakum tattaqun. Allah knows someone going to ask, why do we have to fast? Allah says, la'allakum tattaqun. Now you fast to gain the taqwa, as can I say. You fast to gain the taqwa of what? Of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when you look at the Quran, anytime Allah speaks or call upon the believers, the first word that he says, taqwa, fear Allah, because taqwa surrender everything. Without taqwa, can we fast? No. Look, you fasting. You're driving in the city or you're working, nobody there. You can drink water or you can go and eat. So when you come to the crowd, you act like you're dying now. It's very hot and you have a cold water here. Why can't you drink it? Because the taqwa preventing you to drink this water. Right? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. So taqwa is training you. Allah is training you something, putting something in you, which is a taqwa, that even after Ramadan, anything Allah asking you to stay away from it, it's going to be easy for you to leave it. Because you already have a taqwa. Allah says when you fast the way Allah wants, maybe you're going to have a taqwa. Now if you have a taqwa, you are a mu'min. Because Allah begin the ayah with, no yahi wa nasu. No. Human beings, no. No. Bani Adam, the son of Adam, no. He said, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. Allah is those who are going to go to the Jannah is who? Al-mu'minun. If you are mu'min, finish. Jannah direct. But if you are Muslim, you have no guarantee. But when you are mu'min, wa iyaz billah, sometimes someone, if he's a kafir, wa iyaz billah, you elevate yourself by taking shahada. By taking shahada, automatically you become a simple Muslim. Muslim is your first name, right? then automatically you're going to have a last name. Your first name is a Muslim. Now it's for you to work now to achieve the level of the beliefs. When you get that, you are done. So Muslims have to work every day. Allah says, Ya walazina amanu, ya walazina amanu, ya walazina amanu. So I want to get that. I want to be part of this amanu. So now you work for that to get that. When you get that, you say. But if you are Muslim, let's say 20 years from now, you take a shahada, or you was born Muslim, right? And same thing, you did not do anything to upgrade your Islam. To upgrade your Islam. So now you are between in few things. You are Muslim, either Muslim munafiq, hypocrite, wa yazu billah. And Allah says, Innal munafiqina fi darakil asfali minan nar, wa yazu billah. Either your first name is Muslim, your last name is a fasiq. You are Muslim, you pray, you give a zakat. When we say let's go Ramadan, pray, you are the first in the line. But after Salah, when we say let's go to a nightclub, you are the first at the door, you are fasiq. You pick up all the wood to put in there, and you pick up all the garbage to put in there. Right? You don't hide with your sins. So your first name is this, you, last name is a fasiq. Either you are muzabzab, as Allah says in Nisa, la ilaha illa wa la ilaha illa. You are in between. Sometimes you wait with the Muslim, sometimes you wait the enemy of Allah. Sometimes you wait with the Muslim, and sometimes you wait with the hypocrite. Right? So now, you have to make sure, this couple last name, you check yourself. I'm a Muslim, of course. You ask yourself, am I a hypocrite? You go, think. Am I doing something who will make me hypocrite? Or who make me fasiq? Or which make me muzabzab? Or that? You try it. Yes, you try to eliminate that. Why? Because you're trying to get over the way. You're trying to be among the group of Ya walazina amanu. If you in there, Jannah direct. So Allah said to end, He prescribed this fasting upon you to have a taqwa. Right? Allah says, Ya ayyuhan nasu taqu in the Quran. Right? It's talking about the last day. It's time. Inna zalzalata sa'ata. To the end of the ayah, right? In Surah Al-Hajj. Oh, you human being, fear Allah. Even the Khutbah al-Hajj, the taqwa is there first. If you have a taqwa, you have everything. So taqwa prevents you from drinking the cold water. You are by yourself. No one can see you in the car. The AC is there. No police, no nothing, no sound, nothing. But taqwa prevents you to touch that. During the daytime, you have your apartment, your wife is there, akramakumullah, the AC is on, everything. You want her, she wants you. But you can touch each other. Why? Taqwa. Because you fear Allah. The fear of Allah is preventing you to touch her because Allah says don't touch her. So taqwa takes you away from anything that you're supposed to do wrong. And what Ali say about the taqwa, inshallah, tomorrow, Ali radiallahu anha, he gave a beautiful sentence about the taqwa, describing or giving the meaning of the taqwa. Inshallah, tomorrow we'll go for that. But still, the same question. Go do your research tonight and bring the answers. What is the taqwa and why do we fast? Then tomorrow we'll continue, inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us taqwa, Allah to increase our iman. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Azan.